So today I want to talk to you about a problem that it kind of stumped me a lot when I was a brand new trainer 20 years ago. And it kind of got me for a long time too. And what I noticed is this is a question that not only a lot of new trainers, a lot of experienced trainers really don't understand why their clients have so much trouble with this one thing, and they can never figure out what it is they have to do to get past it. Because if you look at everything they teach you in the books, nothing gives you the true answer to address the problem. And what I want to talk to you about right now is why whenever you're doing certain leg exercises, squat, deadlift, lunges, leg presses, why even when you do your glute bridges, why you can never feel them in your glutes and why you always feel your quads. That's what today's video is going to talk about, right? So, I talk a lot about foot positioning and rotational movements from the lower body. So your hips were designed to rotate and twist. So when you go, you can load the glute like a rubber band and slingshot out of it, like for forward locomotion, running, jumping, all that other shit, right? Now, one of the reasons why people are having such a hard time activating their glutes is because our hip flexors are so tight and our hamstrings are so tight, we can't move the right way anymore. So like when I go to teach my squats to people, one of the things I tell people is, listen, keep your toes slightly turned in, all right? Your trainer's gonna tell you that's totally wrong. Okay, great. So, now I also like to cheat a little bit too. So we use slant boards and wedges to help just put people in the right foot positioning, because 9 out of 10 times what's happening is if you look at your squat, your inside ankle bone, which is like this little tip right here, your ankle, slide these up a little bit. These are my knee pads in case you guys are wondering. I got shitty knees, right? A lot of people squat like this and those little ankle bones will collapse in, especially if you got flat feet, right? And what'll happen is when you go to do your squats, your toes are out, right? Because that's what your trainer told you to do. And you go to squat and you start collapsing and you try to stabilize the weight with your inner thighs and your abs. But what's happening here? All the weight shifting to the inner bone, and what's happening to my knees? They're collapsing in. That's your fucking ACL right there. That's just gonna snap on you. And if you look at it, this is most people's squat, right? Or they do this shit. And you're literally like somebody's dog's trying to take a poop on your front lawn, right? Where if you keep the inside ankle bones up and elevated, turn the toes slightly in, right? Load the arch of the foot. I'm light on my toes and my heels. I'm on the outside rail of my foot. And one of the things I preach to people, I'm gonna roll these up a little so you can see a little better, right? Your IT band, most people's IT bands are horribly tight, and when you stand, you look like this, because you're tight there. We wanna get that flexy and mobile again, right? So as you squat down, if you notice when I do my squat, and this is gonna be trash right now, right? My knees bow out, my inside ankle bone is high, and my toes are turned in. And I'm very comfortable here, right? And if I hung out for a minute, I'd loosen up and get down lower. And I do this motion that when I come down, I'm loading my IT band and glutes when I go to do my squats. Now, one of the things I do is I got a bad lower back. I squeeze my lats tight, help support my back muscles. So all the tension's in my back and I'm not using my abs anymore to stabilize. But look at my squat, and look at some people's squats. Some of you guys watching this video, I've seen your kids power clean and they land like this. Their knee's gonna fucking blow out, dude. Get them a different coach. But you should always land. Your body's designed to move like this, all right? I can have a 2-hour conversation with you about why this is the way you should be squatting, but you can just see all the muscles activating more where when you're here, there's nothing going in, right? So, one of the things we do for people, besides changing their foot positioning, we try to give them little tools to help themselves out, right? So, as far as your foot and knee positioning goes, if you don't have slant boards, get a baseball diamond, right? Stay on top of the baseball diamond, it's a little triangle. It's gonna slightly keep the outside rail of your foot dropped down. My inside ankle bone's already high. I would get my dumbbells or my kettlebells or my barbell, whatever I'm deadlifting with, right? And it's just gonna keep everything more bowed out so I can use my hips more. Even if I'm doing my squat, right? Even if I'm doing my lunge. I keep my foot right in here. I would do my lunges. You see how naturally it just drives my leg out where, actually let me use my bad leg, right? My bad leg, this is me trying to do it the right way, right? You see how even with me, this leg comes back in, and I gotta really concentrate to keep it out, right? Where if I go on the baseball diamond and I'm right here, naturally my inside ankle bone is high, I go to squat, I'm right in that position where I'm loading the outside muscles of that leg, and it's all engaged. Susie, come on this side. So if you look, I'm just gonna try to hold this position while she slowly walks around me. My quads engaged, my glutes engaged, right? My head's over my foot from the front and from the side view. My back is straight, I'm locked and loaded. You see my hamstring, and I can explode right out of it, take my first step if I need to. So, 1, toes in, heels out, knees out. Going for that, like a butterfly stance, right? The second thing is learning how to rotate your hips, particularly when you're doing your lunges, right? Most people, when they do their lunges, right, they lunge very straight ahead, right? They're here, right? All your weight's on your big toe for both feet, and your hips aren't getting any kind of rotation out of them. Like, watch, I'm gonna go this way, watch my hips. Watch how my hips don't move, right? Now, normally I go lower, I'm going what a normal person would look like. And you're hearing all the weights in your quads, because you never get back into the hip. Where, when I lunge, right, if I do what I did in one of the previous videos and I flare out my back heel, right, heels out, let the hip dip in, right, I'm able to load into that lunge a little more. You can see how my weight goes down and back. I'm gonna come this way, right? Watch my glute. I go to take that step the wrong way, all that force goes forward, right? Now look when I land, you're gonna see right here, now I'm able to load into it down and backwards. And I'm here, and I'm spiraling. You can see that force actually going down and back through my glute, driving me forward. So what am I now? Now I'm back chain dominant. I'm exploding through my glutes. I want you to watch what I do with my feet. My heel's gonna flare out, my knee and my hip's gonna dip in. And if you can see it, watch how my front knee bows out, and you can see how that motion drops down to the back hips, all right? We're gonna do a set of lunges going down, right? I'm gonna try to not fall, right? Down and back. I'm just spiraling as I go. Flaring it out, my head's over my foot, then my head's over my other foot. And I'm just going, and I'm flowing. Now, quick little tip for you guys. If you're having a hard time with this, I'll do 2 or 3 steps on one leg in a row, so I can focus on the motion. What do I mean by that? I'll do my right leg, I'll recover step, I'll do my right leg again, I'll recover step, and I'll do my right leg again. Why? It gives me a chance to fine tune the motion a little more before I go on to the next rep, right? So I can work on the actual quality of the motion, right? Versus just trying to go for distance and reps, right? You see how I'm flaring out that back hip, that back foot, and it lets me lower into this hip and pull up and underneath from it, all right? So those are a couple quick tricks as to why you guys aren't getting any glute activation out of your exercises. It's the way you're doing the motion. Now, everything I just told you, you're gonna run, you're gonna show this to your coach, you're gonna show it to your trainer, they're gonna tell you I'm full of shit. Okay, cool. If what you're doing hasn't been working and you've been doing it for a long time, try my stuff. My stuff works. But like I said, squat, deadlift, leg press, right? Yes, you do this on the leg press too. For those of you guys who have a baseball diamond, right? Feet no wider than the baseball diamond, right? For those of you guys who are at the gym, I should be able to fit a 10 or a 25-pound plate between my feet, depending on your body size, right? And all I'm doing, as I'm here, zero tone tension, I'm down and I'm up, right? Knees out, toes in, heels away, inside ankle bones high, right? You see how I'm right here, I'm locked, I'm loaded, I'm ready to come out. For those of you guys doing your single-legged exercises, particularly walking lunges, if you let the shoulder and the hip come in and the heel go out, you're loaded spirally and you can come out of it, all right? So if you're having a hard time activating your glutes and you have no idea why, or if you're doing these exercises and you're tired of debilitating back pain, you want to know the answer to finally move past that and get back to all the exercises you love and enjoy, try these tricks out. Let me know how they work out. We have more videos specifically on these on our YouTube videos, so if you haven't subscribed yet, go to our YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, look at some of the stuff we have back there. Or if you have more questions, depending what platform you're seeing this video on, leave a comment in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the share button, whatever one works better for you. And if you're still not getting any help, if you're not getting the dots to connect in your mind, leave us a comment in the comment section below. And somehow, some way, me, myself, or one of my coaches is gonna get back out to you guys, give you whatever help and tips you need to keep you going on this exercise and keep moving forward. So guys, that is how you reactivate your glutes for your leg exercises. Hopefully that was a pain in the ass. See what I did there? Pain in the ass for doing legs. Thanks for stopping by. See you in the next one.